You can hear him before you see him. The pounding hooves, the rattling chains, and then nothing but the sound of your own heart. They say when the Headless Horseman rides, someone's fate has already been sealed. The legend of the Headless Horseman is older than America itself, and its roots stretch deep into medieval Europe, where stories of decapitated riders first began to haunt the human imagination. One of the earliest and most enduring versions comes from Irish folklore, dating back to at least the 13th century. They called this entity the Dullahan, a headless figure who rode on a black horse with flaming eyes, carrying his own severed cranium beneath one arm. His head's face was said to glow with the color and consistency of moldy cheese, and his mouth was stretched into a grin that touched both ears. From Ireland, the legend crossed into Scotland and northern England during the late Middle Ages, where tales of headless knights or soldiers decapitated in battle became common. In Germany, the Wilde Jäger, or the wild huntsman, appeared through the 16th and 17th centuries as a spectral horseman who led a ghostly hunt across the skies, forever doomed to chase the wicked. By the 1700s, Danish and Norwegian villagers told of headless riders guarding graveyards or haunting crossroads. Every version, no matter the country, carried the same warning: when the rider comes, death follows. By the time European immigrants carried these stories to the New World in the 1700s and early 1800s, it was Washington Irving's 1820 story, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, that would forever cement the Headless Horseman in American folklore. Irving's version told of a Hessian soldier who lost his head to a cannonball during the American Revolution, and whose vengeful spirit returned each night to search for it along the roads near Sleepy Hollow, New York. It was actually inspired by real reports of ghostly riders around Tarrytown, near the very real village of Sleepy Hollow. Over more recent eras, new sightings have continued to emerge, from eerie battlefield apparitions in Gettysburg to local legends across Virginia, Pennsylvania, and the Carolinas. Most stories paint these headless horsemen as nigh inescapable. From what we can derive through said folklore, some suggest the only way to truly get away from one of these dark riders is by leaving their locale, or the area that their spirit haunts. Washington Irving's Headless Horseman couldn't cross the old covered bridge in town. Older versions could only travel the landscape to certain rivers or cliff sides. Some were secluded to specific battlefields, and while this offers some reassurance, it still means potential victims are stuck running, riding, or driving, sometimes miles before they're actually safe. The Headless Horseman has become more than folklore, a warning that some souls never find rest and take to the night instead. So if you ever find yourself alone on a dark road and you get that feeling that something is behind you, don't look back, just run, escape, because perhaps that pounding in your chest isn't just fear, it's his warning. A warning that